Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 464, where Drew and myself will talk about comics originally coming out July 11th, 2018, before Drew and myself get into what's coming out in your local comic book shops this coming Wednesday. Drew, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on in the world of comics, and let's talk about it.
Yeah, Wade Ledden sent us this about the 15th anniversary of Walking Dead blind variants that they're doing. They're doing a series of these, and he says, "Howdy guys, were these ever talked about? I just randomly saw them on the interwebs today. They appear to be on the July 9th FOC. Be time to email old Eric with a C at Carol Bunga with a K to get number one and number 100 for sure. I don't remember much about the specific issues for the other 13. Keep up the work, Wade." Let's see. So one's pretty obvious. It's the first issue.
Number 19 is my go-to.
19 is Michonne, first Michonne.
Well, do you have the artist? We recently got the artist on these.
Yeah, it's J. Scott Campbell. Let's see, number one is, let me go back
David
up.
Finch.
David Finch. We've got number 100, first Negan, will be Heron doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Emma Rios is doing 108. That's the Ezekiel has a tiger cover.
Yep.
127 is the Time Jump episode or issue.
Yeah, that's your 4 years ahead or 2 years ahead, whatever it was.
And first Magna, and that's Matteo Scalera. We've got 132, which is
Alpha?
Maybe. Ashley Wood is doing the cover. I'm not 100% on that one. 138 is that's Alpha, I think. I think that's first Alpha. And that's Top Secret cover artist. So that's interesting.
On what issue?
138.
Oh yeah, I don't have that one with the artist listed yet.
Sana Takeda is doing 167, and that's where Andrea dies, I think. Spoiler
alert.
177, Jen Bartel. That's first Princess.
Mm-hmm.
19, of course, you said was J. Scott Campbell, and that's first Michonne. Number 2 is just is that first Glenn?
That sounds right.
First Glenn, and that's Chris Samney doing that cover. 27 is the Governor.
Mm-hmm.
And Declan Shalvey is doing that one. We have 48. Is 27 Governor? Yeah, it's Governor. So 48 is Death of Governor, I guess. Because that's the war between Woodbury and the prison comes to a life-shattering conclusion.
Yeah, all-out war.
Is that death of the Governor, or maybe death of his wife?
Yeah, Death of Governor, Laurie and Herschel.
And the baby.
Yeah.
Judith died in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 53, that was Chris Berman. 53, I got an error. So I'm not able to see that one.
That is your Eugene, Abraham, and Rosita.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a great one. Let's see, number 7, also an error. Thanks, Diamond. You're doing great. So I'm not sure what number 7 was. That's the beginning of the second arc. And Johnson is doing that variant. Do you have that detail?
Walking Dead 7. Tyrese, Julie, and Chris.
Okay, first Tyrese. But I don't know who the Johnson is off the top of my head. Let's see, we've got F and previews world, man. We may not be doing a sneak tonight if it's this messed up. So 92, 98. 92 is Walker. 98.
Jesus. 92 is Jesus.
92 is Jesus. 98 is I don't know who.
98 is Negan. No, not Negan, but Dwight.
Dwight.
And the Death of Abraham.
And that's Wes Craig doing that one. So I'm getting at least one of all of these to have them. I'm doubling and sometimes tripling up on a couple of them that are kind of intriguing to me. I think these are going to be low print runs. I know Walking Dead's cooling down, but I can't stop myself. So I'm still into these. You think the J. Scott Campbell is going to be the cool one?
I think it's going to be Purdy.
So who do you think the mystery person is? Just Adler?
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Or Tony Moore?
Something like that.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, so there's 15 of them. And if you don't pre-order them and get a discount, they're going to, that's a lot of money.
And these are polybagged.
Yep.
You have a 50% chance of getting a color cover. You have a 25% chance of getting a color virgin cover. You have a 15% chance of getting a black and white cover. You have a 10% chance of getting a black and white virgin cover. On all of these.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So there's 4 options for each one as well. So going deep might be a thing also. Or you may just want to go ham on your favorite one, like 19 J. Scott Campbell. Get 10 of them and hope you can pull that black and white virgin. And there you go.
Okay. So let's say you got multiples. And they're hot.
You open them. You have to open them.
What if they're hot and selling? Do you sell it polybagged with and charge the premium for unopened?
I think you're remembering what happened with the big blind box for $250 that we missed out on. Mm-hmm. The thing to do was open it and sell the super rares. Same thing here.
That's cool. That is cool. So lots of fun stuff there. Decisions to be made. Check your FOC. Check your local comic shop to order those. Maybe invest multiples if you can, right?
Yeah, make your decision right now because nobody's going to have these. Because they're FOC only. They weren't through a previews. Shops are starting to not reach on Walking Dead. Shops are starting to not get variants on Walking Dead. If you want these, you have to order these. You have to get on these, I'd imagine.
Yes. Yeah. That's cool stuff. I'm excited about them. I don't know. I'm interested to see just how hot they are out of the gate, and I don't want to blow the chance that I blew it on the Power Rangers polybagged 25.
Yeah.
I mean, you could sell those for $20-$30 unopened and not even have to worry about whether you got one of the rares or not in there. Mm-hmm. And I didn't do it. So I don't know. It's a tough call. But yeah, so there you go, Wade. That's some of the information we have. So hopefully that helps. And make sure you get some of those coming in. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Go ham on 27, 19, and 100.
Yeah. Wolf has a few things to say. He said, "Ask Joe Henderson. I've been singing the praise of Skyward. Congrats on the Sony option. Comics for Fun and Profit. And Kyle, 8581 Kyle, I have to remind myself that I have impeccable taste. I had a feeling this was special. Told you. We don't like...
I went in on Skyward. I got him.
We don't like any braggarts, although we do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And he said, don't forget first appearance of The Walking Ghost is in Immortal Hulk #2. Does that sound something that you care about, Kyle?
No, The Walking Ghost is a horrible name.
Okay. There we go. Kyle Kyle, no mention of Death of the Inhumans by Cates. First appearance of new villain and should have a smaller run than Batman 50, Cap America, and Cosmic Ghost Rider 1. I make it my pick of the week. Inhuman bias, of course.
Yes. I have an anti-Inhuman bias, so there is a 97% chance I will miss anything that happens with the Inhumans. And so far, I haven't missed out on a lot with that philosophy.
Well, the Black Bolt series was really good.
Cool. Didn't make a ton of money. I mean, it didn't spike in price.
No, but it was a good
nobody
read.
cared about, what was it, Mosaic or whatever the one dude? That was flash in the pan.
Oh, you're getting Wolf's ire up. Stop.
Hey, yeah,
Stop.
no. Big fan of Wolf. Made me lots of good money and decisions on some Fantastic Four stuff in Moon Girl. So we're good. But
when it comes to Inhumans,
I mean, the fact that I've said no multiple times, I think I'm way ahead.
And we have sad news. Steve Ditko died at age 90. It's a good run, Steve. Legendary creator of Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and countless other comics, has passed away at age 90. Got to put him up on the Mount Rushmore of all-time creators. Historic creators, right? Him and Stan
Similar
Lee.
to Bill Finger, that just people that don't get the credit they deserve as far as creating things and what we see on the page coming out of their mind. These darn writers get all the credit.
Yeah.
And this is a case where somebody's shaped the world of comics, but they weren't in a single Marvel movie.
And really those artistic renderings have held up.
Yep.
And they've been tinkered with.
Aside from the little webbing in the armpit for Spider-Man on that Amazing Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Boom, spot.
Can you imagine having some of that original art? Man.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. With the latest I Hate Fairyland, issue 20 came out this week. It ended. And Scotty Young has said, "That's right. I just finished inking the last panel on the last page of I Hate Fireland number 20. What I've known for a while, but you just found out, was that's the last page of the series, at least for now. I know some of you are probably cursing my name right now, while some of you are saying it's about time. Either way, I knew it was time for me to bring Gert's story to an end for the time being." It seems like it's been around for longer than 20 issues, but...
It does. But do you know what it makes me say?
What?
We're too busy cashing them Marvel Deadpool checks. We're writing our Deadpool. We got no time for these little Fairyland books anymore. We got Marvel money rolling in.
Gotta focus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now, for the big 500-pound gorilla elephant in the room, Batman 50.
Womp womp.
Yeah, kind of a mishandled event book. A lot of hype, a lot of build up. New York Times spoiled the actual contents of Batman 50 with a headline. Ruined it for a lot of people. Almost a week before it came out, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
A lot of retailers we're hearing went heavy on this book and expected something that did not come to pass, and feel rooked. Readers feel rooked. I read it. I thought it was okay. I looked at Tom King's Twitter, and he said this: Batman 50 is not the end. This is a 100-issue story documenting and celebrating the love of Batman and Catwoman. Whatever happens, whatever anyone says, nothing is going to spoil that. So, what do you think about Batman 50's launch What do you think about how DC handled this? What do you think about the outcry from the retailers? What do you think about 100 issues of Will They or Won't They?
Yeah, I think DC did an awful job. I think spoiling it was a D-bag move. I think I had very low expectations of it from the get-go because I am a contrarian by nature.
Yes, you are.
I think Tom King did the best he could to come out and be like, "Yo!" I also think that 100 issues of this garbage is not a good idea.
Yeah, I loved Moonlighting. This is a show back in the 80s, early 90s. That was
Jeez.
It was Bruce Willis and somebody else. I can't remember. But it was before Die Hard, I think. So it was like old school Bruce Willis, and it was always, will they or won't they get together? And it was cool at first, the first season or the second season, and then it got old, and you're just like, I don't even care anymore. I don't want to watch this stupid show because they wouldn't do anything. He has the danger of that happening. If he just milks this, and why would we care? Why would we get fooled again, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really want to spoil this, but this thing has been so spoiled, and it's been out a week, so not quite a week. It's been out this week, so I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens, but
Yeah, read it. It's worth reading. So that's my thing. Is it's worth reading. It's worth picking up.
Lots of great art in it.
Lots of great art. Lots of contributions. Lots of different takes on it. Really cool things. Still an issue worth having, but marred in disappointment based on the fact that you're like, oh, wow, the New York Times.
Yeah, exactly. So, because of the holiday, FOC got delayed, so we don't have it yet. So we're going to skip that part of our regular segment and probably go right into the sneak peek unless you had something else, Kyle.
No, but we can tell you, FOC, seek it out, because that's where you're going to get your Walking Deads from.
Yes.
Get to your LCSs by Monday morning at noonish or whatnot. I don't know if that's been extended. I don't know if that gets pushed. If you are in the market for these Walking Deads, make sure you get on that. Other than that, let's head on over to previewsworld.com. Just click on new releases. Let's find July 11, 2018. And Drew, let's start where Previews World loves us to start. Let's start in Image. Farmhand number 1. I just want to just jump right there.
Okay.
Farmhand number 1. Yep, you're right. Previews World is absolute garbage tonight.
Nice. Well, this is not Layman. Is this Layman's new one or the guy from Chew?
Yes.
And it's about he farms human organs.
Mm-hmm.
And I read some of the preview pages. Looked really cool. It looks to be a fun story, and I'm gonna give it a chance. I got a few of these coming, so I'm kind of excited about it.
Yep. Yeah, there's only one cover of it, no cover A, no cover B, but if you go on to eBay and stuff, there are multiple variant covers from Dimension X Comics. There's one that was fairly inexpensive from, where was it? The Jesse James, the artist, comics, some eBay exclusive stuff. Looks like some of them might even be connecting, but I can't completely tell.
Yeah.
So there's some neat stuff already out there as far as variant covers for that as well. But I think it looks pretty cool. Very interesting story and very intrigued by it.
Yes. We've got Outpost Zero number 1. I have no details on it, and I've spaced on what it's about, so I can't help you there. Google it, and you can find out. I guess I could Google it right now, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
Might have to, because the a-holes... I swear to God, I think vacation schedules play a huge role in Diamond's incompetence.
Outpost Zero number 1, written by Sean Kelly McKeever, with art by Alexandre Tefenkigi and Jean-Francois Billou.
Welcome to Outpost Zero, the smallest town in the universe. The people there worked the land, go to fights every Friday night, and took their children to bed. But the outpost is no place for dreams or aspirations. To survive is ambitious enough as Aaliyah and her friends graduate to adulthood on a frozen world never meant to support human life. Something stirs. Something sees. Explore the mysteries and wonder of the frost in this oversized debut issue. I like oversized debut issue. I don't like $4.99 to pick.
You had me and you lost me.
Yeah. Doesn't take much. You're so picky.
To lose me? Yeah. I'm fickle.
You're a fickle guy.
But I've been upfront about that. I'm upfront about that. Shouldn't that mean something?
No.
Oh.
No, you should be a waffler like me, who on the one hand says don't spend $5.69 on a sex criminals variant, and then makes it my pick of the week. Later, when it's too late to get the preview, the pre-order yeah. Be that guy.
Mm-hmm. Rat Queens number 10. I need to get back into Rat Queens just because I went so crazy on it.
You were an early adopter for sure.
But they've broken my heart multiple times. Arg. Anyways.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. Oblivion Song number 5. Oblivion Song seems to be selling well. I haven't read other than issue 1.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. And I like Kirkman a lot, so I like all his stuff.
This Kirkman guy might be something one day.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
All right, anything else from Image, sir?
No, not really. Kind of slow week from them.
Not bad. I mean, we have Black Science with a couple of nice little covers. We got a couple things. We've got, what was the other one I was looking at? I was like, oh, yeah. Nothing else. I thought there was something else. All right, let's see what Dark Horse has from us.
Now, besides the final issue of the latest chapter of Resident Alien, number 4, what I'm most excited about is She Could Fly number 1. Now, She Could Fly, why am I excited about it? For a couple of reasons. I like the premise, but I also like the showrunner a lot. Or the creator. The creator is the showrunner of AMC's *Halt and Catch Fire*, which was a great show. And I watched every episode of all 4 seasons. I think it was 4 seasons. And the guy who created that, Christopher Cantwell, is doing this. And so I'm very optimistic that his skill set's going to translate. Now, what is She Could Fly about? In Chicago, an unknown woman appears flying at speeds of 120 miles per hour and at heights reaching 2,000 feet. Then she suddenly dies in a fiery explosion midair. No one knows who she was, how she flew, or why. Luna, a disturbed 15-year-old girl, becomes obsessed with learning everything about her while rumors and conspiracy theories roil. Will cracking the secrets of the flying woman's inner life lead to the liberation from her own troubled mind? I think this could be fun. It's also part of Karen Berger's Berger book imprint, who was the longtime runner of Vertigo. It's 32 pages of story. In theory, it's $4.99 too, Kyle.
$5. One of 4. Nah.
Man, after that hard pitch of mine.
So the lady is flying through the air, and then she halts and catches fire. Gotcha. Moving on.
Okay, so he's out of ideas, I guess.
Yeah. It seems interesting. 4 issues is an area premise. It doesn't seem like you're really putting your full weight behind it.
It's a pitch.
Exactly. It's pitch.
It's a pilot, but that means it could get optioned. That it could be a series. That means it could blow up. So bye.
I'm in.
Are you?
No. $5. You know I'm not in.
Jeez.
All right. Anything else in Dark Horse?
No.
All right. IDW.
Yeah, there's a new League of Extraordinary Gentlemen called The Tempest, number 1. I never was a big fan of that. I didn't like the movie. Didn't really get it, so not for me.
I'm with you.
I don't know anything about Transformers Unicron, so unless you do. Can you help me with Unicron, what that is?
I do know what Unicron is, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's Planet, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah. What is Unicron? I do love the Transformer stuff, but man, I can't do it.
It's been too long.
Yes.
Too much out of the game.
Unicron is a fictional character from the Transformers universe and Toyland created, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, Unicron's the big guy they put together. Yeah.
Like a Voltron type of guy?
Yeah, most of them are. He's like the big guy. Yeah, that's right. I never had him. We never had the money for him.
So it was part of the cartoon series?
Yeah, part of the 1986 animated film.
Oh, okay, nice.
Introduced in that, yep. Forgive us, we're bouncing back and forth because Previews World is not telling us the things that we unfortunately need. All right, let's see what DC has in the wake of Batman 50. Flash 50. Not nearly as sought after.
Not as exciting. We do have the first issue of Superman #1. Excuse me. This is written by Brian Michael Bendis, of course, with art by Joe Prado and Ivan Rice. And I don't know if this is springing forth from the Man of Steel miniseries. I think it is. So the fallout from that will influence what this is about. I still haven't read that miniseries. And do I have to, I guess, to get to this? And do I care about Superman anymore? I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence because I had such a fun time with the other one. So I'm not going in heavy. Are all the variant covers independently orderable?
For what? Superman 1?
Yeah. There's an Adam Hughes variant. There's a black and white variant. There's a Mac variant.
There's a David Mack variant, yeah.
What did I say?
You said Adam Hughes, and then I think I just cut you off.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah, I'm on DC's site, and they're not telling me anything about the other covers.
So, of Wonder Woman 50 or Flash 50, which will have the most sales? Flash?
I think Flash, yeah. Oh, we got Catwoman 1, too. Or no, that was an old one. Sorry, DC's site's not any easier to use. They keep going back. Never mind. Okay, there we go.
But there is, I don't usually talk about trades and collected editions, but there is an Ex Machina complete series omnibus hardcover for $150.
Jeez.
That would be all 50 issues, right?
I would imagine.
And it says complete series, doesn't say volume 1, so it must be all 50 issues crammed in there. I bet that's a beauty. So
yeah,
it's 1,000 pages or so.
Jeez, yeah.
Anything else in DC sticking out?
Nothing else sticking out for me, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right, let's head on down to Marvel.
Well, get the first X-23, and I don't think this is this Tom Taylor? Does he get to do this?
No, this is not Tom Taylor.
This is a Tanaka lady, maybe?
Yeah.
Let's see. Stop giving me spam. Let's see. Yeah, it's a $4.99 book. And I don't see the creative team. Marvel, why would you do that? There it is. Yeah, Mariko Tamaki. With art by Juan Cabal. I'm less enthused. I like the character a lot, only because of Tom Taylor, I think.
Yeah.
And so without Tom Taylor, I don't know if I care very much.
I definitely care less.
Yeah. The final issue of Star Wars Thrawn, which has been great. I love this. Love this book a lot. Looking forward to reading that one.
Of course, we have Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Yeah, our excited. It's Nick Spencer version, right?
I mean, I'm in. I'm definitely going to check it out. I'm definitely in. I'm definitely. I was always an in slot we trust kind of guy, even though that didn't always work for me, but it was still my mantra for some odd reason. So we shall see.
Slot did a great job. He ended
Yeah.
his run very well.
Yeah, super well.
And so it's a tough act to follow. I think he's kind of destined to fail at this. I mean, he's set up to fail because of the way Slot ended it in the long run, and the fact that he still has baggage from his cap run. So I got a feeling it's not going to do well, but I'm rooting for it to do well.
Yeah. He has a nice humor that I know he can bring to the book, and that's one of my favorite personality traits of Spider-Man. So here's to hoping.
Yeah. And let's hope.
And it's also in a situation where he's a Spider-Bug among half a dozen Spider-Bugs, unfortunately.
Yeah. But it's the premier Spider-Bug, so it should be top 10, top 15 book all the time. This just in, Kyle's got a sickness.
Yeah, I tend to always have that.
Can you believe that?
Sorry, I'm attempting to cough as far off as possible, but whoops.
We're all concerned about you. This is an intervention. Take a vitamin.
It's not the vitamins, man. It's 3 kids that just bring me all kinds of illnesses constantly. Constantly got something.
Germ-ridden children.
This is wonderful to be sick in friggin' July.
Okay, we've got 4 True Believer dollar issues. Fantastic Four, Galactus Hungers, Hulk vs. Thing, 2-in-1, and Doctor Doom. Are any of those some kind of... I wonder if any of those are some kind of key issue that I've missed. I don't know, and I can't take a quick look to see what it's reprinting. Probably not. It could be that first Galactus. Is that possible?
Wasn't it last week, I thought?
I don't know, because I get the FOCs and sneak peeks mixed up sometimes.
Yeah.
So let me just take a look at this one and see if this is the cover of 48. It's
the Coming of Galactus one.
Yeah, it's the Coming of Galactus. Well, I don't know. This says Galactus Hungers. No, that was the Coming of Galactus. This one is Galactus Hungers, which does reprints what? Don't go to Badass Collectibles because they don't give you any details. The previews world is down. I guess I don't have a good link for that. All right. Great podcasting. Moving on. I'm done with Marvel, unless you have something.
No, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. No. Immortal Hulk #1 going to a second print. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
I was hoping that one would be successful. I heard good things about that book. Do we know when X-Men Blue is no longer going to be?
No, I think it and Gold are ending at the same time, but I don't know when.
All right, let's see what Dynamite has for us.
I got nothing there.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark #1. Okay, let's head on and see what boom we got.
We got a 5-issue miniseries called Ruin World, and this is an all ages by Derek Loffman. The debut issue of a writer-artist about intrepid adventurers Pogo and Rex on a quest for fame and fortune.
This guy did some of the Adventure Time comics.
Gotcha. I think I'll wait and see on that one.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what we have in some of our smaller publishers at the end.
Who's left? Got Aftershock.
Yeah, no kidding.
Aftershock and Black Mask down here, and I guess they for single issue comics, Lion Forge pulled some of them out though. Don't have them here anymore.
Yeah.
One of the things that's coming out is an Aftershock book called "It Came Out on a Wednesday." I believe that's Aftershock. Trying to find a link. Or is that that's Alternate Comics? It's Alternate Comics. And who can give me a link that's not riddled with spam? I'll try you guys. Okay, so this is like an anthology, bi-monthly, ongoing, double-sized, and there comes the spam. Anthology featuring the best and brightest creators. Each issue features stunning art, interviews, ongoing story. It's only $1.99. It's cheap. Got a lot of different stories in it. Even if the only downside is, even if something is a hit, it's probably going to be a Alterna comic that launches. And although I've been supporting them, I don't know that they're blown up in the secondary market yet. Not sure a lot of those things have been optioned or gotten any heat on them as of yet. I keep my fingers crossed, though. So this could be like a Dark Horse Presents, where you get a first appearance of a character that gets its own series and becomes very popular. And there's a chance for that to happen. So that's kind of cool.
Drew, I'll let you Google Little Girl Number 1. I don't want that in my history.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll pass 2. Especially since we don't even know the publisher.
Yeah.
I'll try it. So I'm lightning speed with the typing, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Devil's Due. From Devil's Due First Comics. I haven't seen a lot from them. This is written by Pat Shand with art by Olivia Pelez. When a cursed stuffed animal is given to an unknowing victim, the spirit of Abby May, a vengeful little dead girl, lashes out blindly at the living. However, as Abby's bloodlust leads her back to those responsible for her death, she begins to piece together the truth about how she died and how she lived. This terrifying, emotional powerhouse horror story from Marvel novelist and Destiny creator Pat Shand and artist Olivia Pelez challenges every ghost story you've ever been told.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah. We don't get since Squarriors. I don't talk about Devil's Due First very often, so interesting. Let me see what Metaphase is. No, it's a. I'm just groaning.
Yeah.
I'm getting weird. That's an Alterna. That is another Alterna, so that's like $1.50 probably. Ollie, a boy with Down syndrome, wants to have powers just like his superhero dad, but with congenital heart defects, his father has no intention of letting his son get in harm's way. Enter the Metamakers, a company run by an egomaniac that promises to give Ollie the superpowers he so desires. But at what cost? Written by Chip Reese, with art by Kelly Williams, and letters by Peter Simeti.
New Way in You, WAY number 1, is Aspen Comics. In the future, technology continues to dominate every aspect of civilization, and nowhere is it more on display than the city of New Sheng, a vast metropolis where those with means live high amongst the lights, and those without wallow in the shadows below.
Cool. Midnight Task Force is a sci-fi cyberpunk comic created by Mark London. In the year 2055, Detroit is a nightmare city plagued by violence and fueled by corruption. The story follows the most gifted detective in the city, Aidan McCormick, while he tries to solve the series of brutal murders that must remain hidden from the citizens of Detroit. But Aidan has secrets of his own, secrets from a dark past that he carries with him every day. Aidan suffers from schizophrenia, and if anyone were to find out, he would be forced to give up more than just his badge and gun. Will Aidan be able to put a stop to these murders while maintaining a grip on his own reality? Ooh. Sounds kind of cool. This is Mad Cave Comics.
Did you talk about Relay number 1?
I did not.
Relay number 1 is Aftershock. Or wait, no, it's not. Let me see if that's right or not. Yep. Relay number 1, Aftershock Comics, written by Zach Thompson with art by Andy Clark. A perfect future of intergalactic travel and community. Every newly discovered planet is unified culturally through a monolithic structure known as the Galactic Relay. Although the towering monument is meant to inspire conformity of ideas, technology, and progress, many resent the foreign structure. Jad Carter, a Relay employee, must keep the peace and act as an emissary to new civilizations, but when he finds the Relay's mythological creature, Hank Donaldson, his idea of reality in the universe shatters. I actually really liked this when I saw it in the previews. So this is one I'm actually high on, and spoiler alert, I'm usually pretty high on Aftershock books.
Yeah.
As well.
Yep.
I see Donny Cates' name on top of the book as well.
Also good.
So this is one, yeah, because he's also helping with the overall story arc. Equal parts of The Fifth Element and Philip K. Dick is what it's being described as. So yeah, this is one I was very high on. Kind of a neat take, and it's got a few preview pages on the First Comics News is where I'm at now, and I like the way it looks.
Very cool. Second issue of Tap Dance Killer is out. It also has a Punchline variant, if you're so inclined. And the final issue of Wicked Righteous from Alterna. That finishes up its 6-issue story. I think that's about it.
Stabbity Bunny number 6, Drew.
Oh,
Stabbity Bunny number 6.
That has been fun.
Yep. Scout's breakout hit for 2018. The shocking ending to issue 5's the shocking ending to issue 5 leads directly into a giant-sized battle issue 6.
Yeah. Nice.
Bring it on. Hey, Previews World's working now.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
You want to go back and start over?
Yeah. Not all of them, but just like the last 3 or 4 things I looked at are actually working. Anything else jump out at you, Drew?
Nope.
All right, Drew, this is the point of the podcast where I say what is worth going into your LCSs. We had a big week last Wednesday, Drew. We have a big week this week as well. But what is the book worth going to your LCS, picking up and saying, Drew told me I had to have this book?
I'm torn. They're both $5 books, so you're not going to read them. So, I think I'm going to go with She Could Fly, number 1.
She Could Fly, number 1, from the creators of Halt and Catch Fire. I am going for Relay, number 1, from Aftershock's comic. The cover A. Cover B is nice too, but I like the cover A on that one.
Yeah.
I will also tell you, pick up Spider-Man number 1, flip through it. The art's going to be cool. See if the story's any good, and maybe buy it too. It's going to be a big print run though on that.
Yeah.
$6.
How big? I mean, we had 441 for 800.
Oh, we're nowhere near that. We're going to be maybe 200.
You think we'll even?
I doubt we'll get that high.
I think it'll go over 100,000, but I don't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't bet 200,000. So maybe.
Okay, which one sells more? Superman number 1 or Spider-Man number 1?
Spider-Man number 1.
I'll take Superman.
Okay.
just for fun.
Okay, I like it.
All right, Drew, we want to thank you once again for going through the comics originally coming out July 11th, 2018. I want to invite each and every one of our listeners to feel free to send us a message on Facebooks or the Twitters or through our Gmail account. All this stuff can be found at comicsfunprofit.com. Tell us if there's a book we missed here while we were scanning through previews. Oh, Farmhand #1 too. I want that. Yeah, get that one too. Don't miss Farmhand #1. Sorry. If there's something else we missed, make sure you let us know. If we're crazy for the ones we picked or paying $5 for a #1 when we don't know much about it, make sure you let us know that kind of thing as well. So, I want to thank you once again. So, for Drew and for myself and my cold, see ya.